Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is 1 over secant of theta, or 1 over secant of x. Again, that's the same thing. So as I've said before, remember that all trig functions are just ratios of triangles. Does anybody remember what the definition of secant of theta is? Okay, if you recall, secant of theta is just the hypotenuse divided by the adjacent side of theta. So secant is h over a, and we're going to use that to simplify 1 over secant of theta. So the first part of the proof is to replace secant of theta with hypotenuse over adjacent, or h over a. Next step is to note that 1 over h over a is the same as 1 times a over h. Again, you just flip the bottom, and then you multiply that by the top. So it's 1 times a over h. 1 times a is equal to a, which again stands for the adjacent side. The bottom remains h for hypotenuse. Final step, does anybody remember what adjacent over hypotenuse is in terms of the triangle? Again, going back to our definitions, if you take the adjacent side of an angle and divide by hypotenuse, that is cosine. So therefore, this proves that 1 over secant of theta is equal to cosine of theta. Again, if you don't remember these reciprocal identities, you can always go back and quickly do the proof to figure out what they are. If you have any questions about this, let me know.